Oh my god. Bro, I always forget. I'm so sorry. I was like, what? Where's Reaper? Where's Reaper? What the hell? There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you guys. Congratulations on the first DJ Backshots. Congrats, congrats. And hello, J Bud. Hi, hi. I see, I see. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Let's see. Let me make sure everything is up at the moment. There we go. I think I have everything set up. Should be good. Should be good. Yeah, let me go ahead and start this one. There we go. I know it's been a hot minute, guys. It's been a hot minute. I don't even remember when was the last time that I ended up streaming. Doing good, and you? Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I am very much just chilling. By the way, it's so weird to see you stream at this time. I'm in Cali, by the way. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Yeah, I ended up needing to change my hours back to my original hours. So I'm going through a restructuring in my living situation is the easiest way that I can like explain it. So I'm gonna be streaming way later, at least for a few months, I believe. I'm getting some updates on how things will be changing, but I'm not too sure. Things are, I feel like, always up in the air at this point. But you know, we just try to do what we can and edit where we think that we can. That's pretty much all we can do, right? Also, hello, hello. Welcome on in. See you, Jaybird. In both chats. Very fair, very fair. But yeah, I think you guys are in ad break at the moment, so we'll just chat for a bit before I start. I'm not used to being 3 hours behind. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, because you're attending the event, right? Oh my gosh. I feel like there's so many like stream events happening lately this month. At least that's how it feels like. I've been seeing all the clips and lectures from Streamer University all over Twitter. All over Twitter. So while me, I'm just getting the crown. I see Jaybird. W. Yama Offkai. Nice. How's Offkai so far? Has there been anything creepy or weird? Has the VTuber started selling their feet juice? I still can't believe that was a thing. I can't believe that was the thing at one of the other cons. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Also, are you buying all the good merch? The only thing that I know about Offguy is just that they offer like different artists every single day for their artist alley. So it's I don't know if it's like that much lucrative to be a seller, but it's very much appreciated as a customer, I think. It doesn't start until Friday. Oh, it doesn't start until Friday? Oh, okay, I see. Off guy, hell yeah, I love it. Oh my god, Jaybird, have you been the off guy too? Wait a minute. Yeah, I think the most that I see are is like vlogs and things like that. There was like one from a VTuber who was a part of an agency where she ended up trying to buy all of her merchandise from a bunch of different sellers, and she was trying so hard not to talk to anyone. Which I think would be really hard, right? I think you would need to like have an assistant or like a manager with you to like buy things, right? Because if they're selling merch, they most likely watch you to some degree. Like, yeah, there are some VTubers or like content creators that you can make merch of that you know that are just going to do well because the like the size of their audience. But I think if you make merch of a VTuber, it's a little different because I would just assume that you watch them or like their covers or something, right? Maybe. Oh my god, Jaybird. Bro, my body is so cooked. Oh my god, hi Takio. I sniff you. Bro, the long hours, I assume, the night shift. Well, now it's a deep night shift, isn't it? Very fair, very fair. I'm trying to sleep. I need rest. Of course. Thank you for the lurk unknown. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good rest. It's good to see you. Oh my god. The sleep is needed. I know. So originally I was going to start at 11 p.m., but then I was like, yo, I'm gonna be tired. Cause the other day, I wanted to stream, but I just felt too tired again. Because usually my daily schedule, right, is I probably fall asleep around 8 p.m. to like 9 p.m. PST, and then I wake up at like 5 or 6 a.m. So switching back to a weirder switching back to a later time is a bit rough trying to get used to it again. But that's okay. That's all right. Here, let me, as I'm yapping, set things up. So the idea for today, right? The idea for today, because I've been doing a lot of offline work, is I want to do a wheel spin. So originally, this is just my concept of what's gonna happen, is that I'm going to do a coin flip first of Snoowu and Viscely, because I believe they are the only two people who have given me an art fight attack. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Reaper. So I mainly prioritize art fight revenges over anything, because I want to make sure that I give thanks and gratitude to anyone who, took time out of their day to draw Reaper. So that's pretty much where I'm coming from, is that I always prioritize revenges above anything else. And I want to make sure that I get them done. So I think it is... I think it's I think it's smarter. I think it's smarter for me to do the revenges first, then branch off to doing some other attacks. I'm going to be creating a wheel of some of the people who I want to attack, as well as like maybe put a little section that says like random, right? Because I do want to do a random attack if I do have time. I will see though. I will see. So here, let me. How do I do this actually? How do I set this up? Oh my god, it's a big paragraph. Hold up. Sev, god damn it. Hold up. Let me read the message first. My lower back hurts after a shift because of the constant nerve pains that shot through my back legs, and my right knee has been cooked for a good while now. I jumped one time and landed on that knee, and I heard that sound you hear when cartilage crunch. My knee bends weird now, and sometimes I feel like if I take one step wrong, my knee is gonna explode on me. Oh god. Oh god, Takeo. I hope that your pain eases. Oh my fucking god, dude. That sounds really rough. Jesus. Aish. Especially when it comes to a body injury, especially when it comes to like body injuries around like the back and like anything with the legs, I feel like is inescapable. It is so rough. All right, what is my timer for this? Hold up. I think it's 3 minutes. Okay. You guys are gonna sit in silence as I set this up then. Oh, I think I set it up on Twitch first. Oh, the timer's up. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the care packet. Thank you. Hot dog reaps? Yes, hot dog reaps. So I ended up making a thumbnail, right? Because so what ended up motivating this was because I had joined our fight last year, right? And I had done like around 14 attacks, I believe. And this year I really wanted to do art fight again because it's like my second year joining. And if you don't know what art fight is, it's basically this massive gifting art to each other exchange. Not really exchange, but you're basically just fighting people, and if you like their OC or the original character or anything like that, you can draw them and then get points for your team. It's kind of like a mini competition, but the competition really doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, like you don't really get anything if you're on a winning team, nor do if you don't get anything either if you earn a lot of points too. I mean, bragging rights, I guess, but that's pretty much it. So I've been so busy with editing and also doing commissions that I realized that I didn't have a lot of time to do that because I really wanted to. It's just that unfortunately I just don't really have the time for it. So I thought to make a little wheel to make it like more fun. To make it more fun to figure out how much effort I should put into doing the art fight attacks in general. Like should I do a sketched, a line art, color, or a simple set like cell coloring, or even just applying like gradient maps, or you know, the little screen tones. Yeah, like applying screen tones or gradient maps. So that's kind of where the idea of the wheel and then having Reaper be a hot dog. I thought it looked really good. Artists fighting, exactly. Everyone's getting into a fist fight at this point. It really do be like that. It really do be like that. Because people go really insane with it. I mean, there are people who do full-on illustrations, like commission style illustrations, as well as like doing animation, which I think is crazy. I was like, you're doing an animation for art fight? Because they earn a lot of points based off of how much effort you put into it and how much like you know, how much of the body that you can actually see. Because for me, I mainly did headshots to like bust. I think the most that I did last year was like a half body. So that's pretty much where I was coming from. This year I thought it was going to be a little bit different. It's just that I don't have enough like time to be everywhere and everything all at once, basically. But it's been pretty fun. I mean, my friends who have joined, I think, have been doing pretty well. On the other hand, some of my friends who have joined have also been in the same boat of just having too many things to do. So they're also struggling to get all of their attacks out, sadly. Also, thank you for the stream Sev. Oh my god, 25 is crazy, dog. 25 is insane. Hold up. I'm like moving all of my like I have these like tiny packages of toothpaste on my desk for like travel and stuff. I should give to someone. Here. In the meantime, let me go ahead and do this. Maybe I'll do, because I don't want to give out a sketch, if I'm being honest with you. I really don't want to give out a sketch. So let's do line art. Let's do color. Let's do cell shading. And then let's do which is Reaper's category. Oh wait, Reaper's thumbnail treatment. Or Reaper, let's see. Let me do, I'm trying to think. How can I express this? Like using the screen tones. Oh, should we make the screen tones monotone? Wait. Wait, okay, hold on. How about this? Screen tone, grayscale. There we go. The wheel. Exactly. I think that's fair, because usually when I do the screen tones, I do it on color. So for the screen tones, I mainly use them for like shading. So if I do cell shading, I usually place like dots, or I usually do like lines or some type of cross hatching. And I think the main attraction would be getting the grayscale screen tones. So like the manga style commission, the manga style artwork that I did for Mary. Yeah. All right, I think we have our wheels. So we're gonna go ahead and spin. I don't know if we should spin for. Oh, actually, no, we should do that. Hold on, we're doing this first. We are gonna spin for Snoo and Visily. All right, we're gonna do this first. Let's go. Yay! Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do Visily's first, all right? So this is also the tricky part. So we're gonna go to Visily's profile, and I think he has two different characters. So he has his original OC, and then he has his let's see, his unnamed girly pop. Okay, let's see. See, Visily himself, or his unnamed girly pop. Let me check on. There we go. Thank you for the message effects, J-Word. Are you winning? Not yet. Honestly, I think for R5, I probably will only do a handful of attacks, I think. Because I really just don't have the time, unfortunately. But here we go. We're going to do a wheel of either his unnamed original character or Visily himself. Ooh, okay. Let's go. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be so exciting. He's gonna be like, no, why not draw the girl? Oh my god, I can already imagine. I can already imagine his reaction, bro. Here, I'm trying to get out like a little sticky note. Oh, do you get Yeah, we'll do this one. So it's either line art, color, screen tone colored, or screen tone grayscale. I was gonna put in sketch, but I felt that, you know, I don't really want to do that. And then I thought about fully rendered, but then I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way this month. Absolutely not. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for this one. Oh. Okay, just colored. Okay. So I am allowing for color, I think. Okay. It's just gonna be a flat color. There's gonna be like no shading on it. And then we're gonna go ahead and do, hold up. So this wheel, I believe, is okay. It's either gonna be a headshot, bust, half body, 3/4 of a body, or a full body. So we will see. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. This is gonna be our last wheel that we have to spin, at least for Vasily. Oh, a full body. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Easy. I think that's doable. Okay, I think that's doable. Okay, let me see. What have I missed? My sister is moving away and she gave me her copy of Pokemon White too. Nice. Okay, fun. Very, very nice. Alright, let me go ahead and switch to my art. And then turn back on all my stuff again. I think the problem with having a bunch of scenes is like not remembering to turn everything off. There you go. Having to reposition everything. There we go. Oh, I was working on commissions earlier. I will probably send out updates for commissions tomorrow. Because tomorrow is still going to be my day off. I'm going to send out the updates on everyone's commission so far. I think I have made a lot of progress on a few of them. So I'll send them over in a bit. Alright, let me go ahead and make a new canvas actually. Easy. Okay, and then let me go ahead and grab Vasily's. Where is it? Is what do you call it? Character sheet. And then add it to my giant list of people. I just have their character sheet in my computer. Oh, wait, I already have Vasily's actually. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Where is it? I have so many people in this folder. Hold up. I think I'm gonna have to like put them in categories. Like here are all the art baddies, and then here's all the gamer baddies. Because there's just so many people I have in this folder now. There he is. Easy, okay. So if we're gonna do full body, we gotta like start looking for poses. Let's see. I think this is quite fitting, especially for an artwork for Vasily, is having it be geared towards like the entire body. Because out of most of the people that I think I watch, I think Vasily is like one of the two people I think who constantly does full body. Like all the time, like drawing full body poses and things like that. Thank you for the lurk, Japer. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I should have probably did a wheel for background. I'm just gonna do like a basic square, like a color, and then that's it. Just because I don't want to focus a lot of time on doing backgrounds when I want to kind of make sure I just do bodies at this point. Bodies or at least faces. Ooh, some of these would be pretty difficult. Woo, President Reeps. Oh my god. Welcome in, Snoo. Hello, it's good to see you. It's a surprise. Did you just wake up? Also, hi Spartan. Hi. Lemon. And thank you for the hand pats. Thank you. Oh my god, Snoo, you lost the 50-50. You lost the 50-50, unfortunately. RIP. I'm currently trying to look for a pose to draw Vasily in. So what we have so far is, let's see. So what we have so far is that, we did the 50-50 between Vasily and Snoo. And Vasily won, and then we did a wheel again for either himself, like his original character, or his other original character, which is his girly pop one, and then Vasily won. Then we did a wheel for like how much effort is going to go into like either having just line art or having it colored or having it colored and screen tones or just monochrome with screen tones. Gradient with screen tones, I mean. Not gradient, grayscale screen tones. And then how much of the body was going to be visible, so like headshot, bust, half body, 3/4 of a body, and then full body. So Vasily got full body. So I'm just trying to find a pose on Pinterest to kind of see what I can do, basically. Oh, nice. That's very good. Okay, that's awesome, Spartan. Thank you for sharing with me. W, let's go. More people getting into art. I woke up to go to the bathroom. Yeah. I think it was DJ Backshots was first. Full body, let's go. I know. I'm nervous. Here, actually, let me save this first before I even get started. Or working the graveyard shift, right? Let's see. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun stream idea. Let's go, Spartan. Let's go. Here, let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any poses that I particularly like. A lot of what I'm getting is like athletic ones where they're like, you know, playing a sport, or like more model photo shoots, if that makes sense. So a lot of people in like very colorful clothing, or a lot of people in like in like you know, suits, or you get like a crazy pose every now and then. Like the perspective shots go crazy, dude. Which I think is a little too out of my wheelhouse at this point. I don't think I've ever done a perspective shot. I mean, the most that I've done in any sort of like perspective is when I was doing like the hand study a while back. Like I want to say like last October. I think that was the last time I did anything sort of like that. Let's see. Nice to meet you. Oh, konnichiwa. Or like, what time is it over there actually? I don't have Japan's clock on my... Hold up. Give me a second. Nope, that's the weather. Oh no. Sad. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hajimesta, Oh, that's fun. Okay. I've been sleeping all day, so I got about another hour left before bed. Oh, okay, nice. Honestly, a very good day to sleep. Very good. I use a translation device, but I want to become friends with EN VTubers. Oh, I see. Oh, hold up. I feel, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Sorry to surprise you. It's such a sudden visit. Oh, no. It's okay. 다이죠. Oh my god. All of my Japanese knowledge has just left me. All of my Japanese knowledge. 勉強します。勉強しました。How do I send the structure? 留学生 5? No, 6. I studied in Japan as an exchange student for 6 months a long time ago. Oh, but it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I hope you have fun. Hi, Queenie. Hi. How are you? It's good to see you. See. I'm looking. Let's see. Oh my god, I was just having that. I was watching this girly. I was watching this streamer. Or not streamer. I think she's a YouTuber. She was playing in Konbini, in Japanese. So she can't read kanji, just like me, honestly. But she has a very good vocabulary system, like vocabulary knowledge. So she was using this app to not translate. She was using an app to change the kanji into hiragana. So I was like, wow. Okay, let me see if there's any pose. What in hydration? Thank you, Queenie, and thank you for the head pat. I can't read kanji, just like me, for real. Yeah, kanji is very hard. because I struggled a lot trying to study Japanese. Uh, I think I've mentioned it. Just I don't know how often I mentioned it. I mentioned it more when I first started because it was still fresh. But yeah, I went to Japanese university in Tokyo, and I did 8 hours of language learning. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. I used to could read some kanji, but not now. Yeah, like I only know like very simple kanji, and even then, I don't think I'm really good at reading it out loud. But yeah, I ended up let's see, let me move this here. We'll go. But yeah, I studied yeah 8 hours a day. Like I don't really remember my schedule, but it was very hard because a lot of the students in my class were either from like China or they're from Korea. So the class was going at a very fast pace. But you know me, I didn't know any languages other than like a little bit of Spanish. And so learning a whole new language was really hard. But I did have fun. It just got a bit intense. So I don't think I could ever do like a language school because everyone uses like Minan and Hongo, and I'm like, wow, like that book doesn't even like it's only written in Japanese, so you have to pay for an extra book to have the translations. And even then, it doesn't really explain a lot of the grammar. You need to supplement that with either your teacher and them explaining it to you, or you need to supplement it with like additional courses elsewhere. At least like from my perspective, that's how it was like. But it was very nice to I think it's very smart and having it be like that just because essentially we're all learning from the same textbook with the same practices. It's just that your neighbor probably has their book written in French or like, you know, Korean or, you know, or whatever other language. We used modern Japanese in my first class. The book was just agreeing with block letters. So fair, so fair. Because I think most people use Genki. Yeah, I think it's Genki is the most popular book. I wanted to get back into learning Japanese again. But I think a lot of the materials that are out there are kind of like how do I explain this? Like I think I need to do more, what do you call it, review. I need to do more review because a lot of the, like, it's a waste to buy a 60 USD, you know, a $60 book when I could just, you know, use the book that I do have, the Mina no Hongo, and then learn up until that point and then buy a different textbook for like the second part, right? At least that's what makes sense in my mind. So like the Japanese that I still remember is kind of like, I think I'm missing some of the hiragana in my head. I was really bad at learning katakana, and then my school didn't bother teaching us kanji at all. They're like, yeah, there's no point. And I'm like, okay. Okay. So I only remember like a few words, like, oh, like the words that I use most often, which is like muzakashi, right? Like, oh, nihongo, oh, muzakashi, or like samui desu, or like samui desu ne, like it's so cold or whatever. Or like simple words like tanoshi, tanoshi, it's like fun, and then like I guess taberu or tabemasu, like nom 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 or nomimasu. So like very simple words are kind of like the only ones that I remember now. Oh, I did not keep up with my Japanese studies after I left Japan, unfortunately. And that was also because I ended up getting kicked out. I had went to Japan during the pandemic. So I was abroad when COVID happened. So it was really stressful to kind of just, stop everything and leave. So adaptability, I guess. Hmm. What's a Visily pose? I see a lot of sitting poses, and I don't want to do another sitting pose. I don't want to. And some of these poses are kind of out of pocket, ain't gonna lie to you. I might end up just making a bunch of well, no, because if I do that, I feel like I'm not even gonna use. It's like it's not being efficient enough. Because I was gonna suggest like having a couple of poses be on the wheel as well, but then I was like, I won't even use the poses at that point, right? Because it's not guaranteed that I'm going to use do every single every single option. There we go. Oh, can I put him in a new outfit? Maybe I'll put Visily in a new outfit. Something. Honestly, maybe something like this. I'm trying to look for something that's like kind of fun to look at. I gotta go back to sleep, Reaper, but wanted to stop in. Good luck with the pose. Yeah, thank you, Stewu. Thank you. Have a good rest. Have a good sleep. Have a good eats. Yeah, if you guys need to rest, be sure to rest. Because I know it is very late. It is very late. I think the goal for today is to just get the sketch done. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to continue working on commissions. And then the weekend we'll just do we'll do like we'll do a half and half, right? We'll do art fight today. We'll do commissions tomorrow, possibly. No, I'll do commissions for sure tomorrow. I'm trying to get most of them done, at least like half of them done. And then this weekend we'll do streams just for art fight. I think that's the better game plan. Because if we do streams just for art fight, I can spend the time off stream doing more editing or doing commission work. I think that's the smartest plan at the moment. I kind of want to put him in a weird pose. What does he have? Like his shoes exposed? Yeah, he does. Okay, bet. Ooh, or this one's good actually. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Here, let me input this into here. Oh shit. Easy. Okay, bet. There you go. Oh my god, I've been finding a lot of new covers to listen to. So one of the things that I really enjoyed doing is listening to covers of like either friends who like end up coming out with like music and stuff like that, because like, you know, I feel like there's a huge influence on like the VTubing sphere to release covers in general. So a couple of my friends end up doing a lot of like that kind of stuff in that sphere basically. So I've been having some fun in listening to their covers, but I've also have been admiring a lot of the originals, if that makes sense. And not in the way that you think you would. Like, of course, like the vocals and, you know, lyrics and mixing and producing, I think is really good and sounds great. I'm not really all that knowledgeable about music at all. So like, you know, I just like it. But where I'm getting at is, I guess visually, there have been so many interesting music videos, because, you know, like lyrics is like a huge part of it, like lyrics bouncing around the screen, or lyrics like getting wider and smaller, or like, I don't know, changing languages as well as like the visual art piece, because they usually do like maybe one or two different pieces for a music video, or like one giant piece at least. So it's been really fun to see how creative people can be, in a sense of like, okay, you're just gonna listen to this for the music, you're not really going to really be looking at the video. But it's nice that they kind of, you know, put a lot of effort into the video as well. Because I think one of the covers that I ended up watching or listening to was, I think, this group or company, I'm not too sure, but they ended up releasing this song that had a snidbit, or like a sampling of Tokyo Drift, and it's really good. It's really nice. I really do enjoy listening to it. But yeah, they had their members sing to it. It's like a song that's in Japanese as well as in English, so it's pretty fun to listen to. And what really made me surprised was looking further into the group, or looking into the company. They have like their talents listed at the bottom of their YouTube channel, and so I decided to, like, you know, look around and see what's, like, you know, what's going on. And their talents haven't released anything other than, you know, the music video, or maybe a sprinkling of covers. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. But yeah, the thing that I completely like didn't even realize, because I don't really look that deep into things, is that their whole fan base is Indonesian. So it's like, oh, okay. Like, if you look in their like comments and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, I don't see any like oh, this is cool. Because I don't necessarily see a lot of like VTubers who are in different regions, if that makes sense. Like mainly I get fed a lot of content regarding English speaking VTubers, whether it be from people from the United States or people from Canada or the UK or Australia, pretty much anywhere, or you know, creators who also happen to speak English. I don't very often see or really interact with a lot of VTubers outside of that bubble, if that makes sense. Of course, it's not necessarily completely cut and dry. I do have a couple of like friends and people who I talk to who are not from like English speaking countries, if that makes sense. Let's see. But that just reminded me. Hold up. There we go. Because I think for the most part, I don't really get much chances to interact with people who are like abroad, I think. Just because I think language is a huge part, right? Like if you're unable to communicate, it's harder to reach out, if that makes sense. Because there's plenty of like creators that I know who speak multiple languages, like even for example, like Colgate and Kieran, you know, English, you know, they speak English, they speak Portuguese or a bit of Spanish and things like that. So it also makes me kind of like be a little bit motivated and having that interest back. Like obviously I really do not have the time to be learning a language fully, if that makes sense. Just because, you know, I have my priorities, which is, you know, building up streams or building up the YouTube channels that I, you know, have. But that doesn't mean that I can't just passively go and do something. So one of the game recommendations that ended up getting recommended was by Lynn, which is the... what was it called? Wagotabi? So I might be playing that off stream. Oh, thank you for the raid, Silver. Thank you, thank you. We raiding, we vibing, we raiding. I'm abroad. Oh my god. God damn it, Silver. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. My name is Reaper's Reprieve. You can call me Reaper. You can call me Percy. You can call me Naughty Dog. I use any pronouns, and we usually do art here. I'm literally, I'm drawing right now. But yeah, how was stream, Silver? How was stream? Oh, sorry. Oh my god, so sorry that I did not see the raid in time. My bad. I think I need to like have better like alerts in my ears. Here's your shout out. Hi Lemon, hey hi. I finished unpacking? Nice. How did that go? Did you have fun? Oh, the game? Yeah. Yeah, unpacking is like a huge game, yeah. Oh yeah, readers, if you need to raid and run, feel free, no worries. Take good care of yourselves. If not, then you're more than welcome to come and stick around. Sorry, I'm like touching on my wires again. And unfortunately, my desk is really small, so like I'd be bumping into my mic and stuff. I talk for 5 hours in one room. God damn it. that's crazy, Silver. That's crazy. How long did you stream? But it was the end, so I beat it. Okay, that's good. Nice, nice. That's good. Fire, fire. Yeah, we're just drawing for art fight. That's all we're doing. Oh, that's awesome. $7? Ooh, I see, I see. But yeah, I was talking about like what do you call it? Multilingual or like international streamers. Because we had a Japanese VTuber come in and be like, "Hello, what's up? I want to connect." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome. W, what's up?" Everyone saw my my bad Japanese. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I never promised that my language learning ability was wonderful or anything. It's okay. Expanding, let's go. Yeah, they were very nice. They're very nice. Move the head. Oh, it's already an ad break? Oh my god. What is the time? This might not be. We played Tomodachi afterwards. Got baited to stream today too. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Fun. Let's go. Good silver streams. Good silver streams. The legs are too long. How you been? I've been good. I've been good. I've been chilling. I've just been, you know, super busy. The grind never stops at this point. The grind never stops. I feel like there's probably not going to be a time where I'm not going to be busy for the remainder of the year, it feels like. I don't know. Well, I'll see how things change and things like that, but we'll see. Oh. Yeah, time will tell. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm not rushing it or anything like that. I feel like my limbs are way too long. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed, but food first. It's good seeing you, Will Reaper. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for the raid too, Silver. Thank you. Have some good food. It was good seeing you. I think one of the things that have been on my mind lately is just like events. Events in general. So like there was something I wanted to mention. And that was just like that. Um Genius. Uh is events in general, right? Is I'm not very much a big event person. I don't really go to many in person, let alone like online or anything like that. I usually stick more to myself and not really um care to participate unless it's something that's like something that I just never really see. I kind of think that's the only time I really participate, basically. So I ended up seeing like I really, oh my god, I don't stream for like a few days and I don't know how to talk anymore. I ended up I I watch a lot of Swell Entertainment because I think her perspective on event planning, or at least like events in general, I think is very knowledgeable because it's something that I just don't necessarily understand nor have the like in-person experience because I don't go to events. So I was watching her story, or like her adventure basically, of going to the French Fry Festival. That does not look like a leg. That does not look like a leg. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'll work out, I'll work out. But it made me think of like how different like places events are like for example even though, how do I explain this, even though we have a lot of outdoor events and things like that, we don't have water stations. Like yeah, I think it gets very hot, but especially like a place like LA, I think you would have a ton of them. But no, when it comes to like at least the area where I'm at, having water, like water stations in general, is just not a thing. I'm like, oh. And I can't really remember any time that there was like a water station at anything that I've been to, let alone like whether it was like around my old university or schools I've been to or places I've toured, conferences I've been. There's never been like a dedicated, oh, here's free water. Also, hi Masa, how are you? Hi, hi. The emotes is so good. But yeah, I ended up watching her video about the Fry Festival. Again, every time I watch something from her, I'm like, yeah, I did not even think that was like a thing. Again, makes sense why her YouTube channel, like, I feel like is like a good resource for like event planning or like just attending events in general. You son of a bitch, you dirty fucking bastard. I hate it when Clip Studio Paint does this. It's like, I hate it here. I hate it when it makes all of my stuff pop out. I don't see the point. How's the art time coming? I expect massive results. Nar, I'm too busy. Nar. Let's see. We just be chilling. I need to make Vicely's foot bigger. Too big. Yeah, I've just been watching a lot of documentaries as well in my free time. Usually I avoid any media that's like going to bum me out for too long, if that makes sense. Like, I believe it's very important to be informed of what's going on in the world, but it's also kind of rough sometimes. This is too long of a leg. The foot's good though. I need to do... We'll just work on the feet for now and then come back to it later. But yeah, just I guess just in general thinking about it. So I think especially when it comes to doing anything, like it could be something as simple as like learning an instrument, learning a language, or learning how to be better at writing, whether it be, it could be something as simple as like fan fiction or like creating your own characters and writing your own like self-published story, right? It could be anything like that. And I think when it comes to passions, when it comes to careers, and when it comes to your general happiness, trying to balance all of those things in one go is very hard. Because no matter how much you plan, like even like the millisecond of the day, right? Down to the seconds, there's always going to be something that pops up, or an opportunity for you to do, or I don't know, just something in general. So it's like, okay, well, let's do general time slots then. And then you might fall into the aspect of like not really doing what you plan to do, or scheduling too many things at once, trying to appease everyone, but you end up with nothing. So trying to find a balance of having that free time, investing in yourself, whether that be in the space around you, which is like obviously cleaning up your area or cleaning up yourself, or like taking care of your health in general, and then balancing your, as I said, career or even hobby. It can be quite tough. It can be very, very tough to kind of figure out that balance. And I feel like no matter how far or how dedicated you are into different aspects of your life, it's always going to change. Because at least for me, even though my life hasn't changed too much, like, I'm not immigrating to another country or really moving like all that much, I feel like I'm always in a constant state of trying to figure those things out. It's not like your life's never going to be the exact same as it was, right? Also, this is a cheap pen. We just use this one. Hmm. Jaybird. Yeah, for me, I've just been thinking about those things. With the whole, how do I explain this? With all these events, off-kai, or conventions, or streamer university in general, right? I think there's a lot of good advice to be had, but there's also, it kind of makes me realize that a lot of creators don't dedicate effort into anything other than stream. And I was guilty of this, especially my first year. I was kind of just doing whatever. But it's kind of made me look around the peers around me, and look around people not around me, obviously, and seeing what they're doing, and kind of debating if that's where I want to go with things. So it's a lot of self-reflection recently of where exactly I want to go, or what content I actually wish to make, and things like that. how I see streaming and how I see my YouTube channels are very different from one another. And I think when it comes to a lot of creators, especially those around my size, right? Which is, many of the people I collaborate with or many of the people I interact with, I very, very rarely see anyone involving themselves in any sort of offline platform. Or there was always this talk of, I got into streaming and I didn't really understand what it was and I don't care to understand. There's plenty of people who I've interacted with who don't even enjoy streaming or don't think that they're a good streamer at all. So it's kind of made me reflect on myself as well, where I'm surrounded by a lot of variety of people with that kind of mindset, whether it's someone who's very much about the grind set of, putting their ideas into reality, or another person who's trying to get their content out to various platforms or interact with other people, have interactions with other VTubers, or, the latter sense of someone who just doesn't understand streaming at all, yet streams, which is so interesting, right? Also, welcome on Jinsen. Yeah, it's kind of like that, right? Where kind of picking those people's brains as well is very interesting, because there's a part of people, right, who just want to stream for the fun of it, who don't care all that much about the numbers or any of the analytics or growth or anything like that, and that's 100% fine. That's 100% okay. There doesn't need to be a grand order of things or a bigger goal at hand. You can just figure it out if you like this or not. But in a sense of that as well, I've seen a lot of creators who get very upset over the fact that they're not growing at all, or they quote unquote don't have a community, which I don't necessarily agree with. You can have a community with just one or two people, dog. It highly depends on what you do with them, or how you interact with them in general. But yeah, it just made me think about, because a lot of those people who were very pessimistic about streaming in general, or pessimistic in how they interact with people, there's a huge demographic of people who I've interacted with who just don't want to learn, if that makes sense. Like, it's okay not to know something, and no one knows everything when they start, but there's no interest nor drive in wanting to be better at something. There's a lot of excuses that comes along. Oh, I'm not a very good conversationalist. Well, you can work on that. You can just try practicing talking to yourself, or try talking to other people, or I don't know, look up a YouTube video. And getting to those sort of skills and things like that is never going to be easy. It's never going to be a simple fix. So I don't really see a lot of that around them, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really see that, because again, most of these people I was like friends with in private, right? So it's not as though I only saw them on, it's not as though I only saw them on my kind of what do you call it, like on stream. We all go our own pace. That I agree with, but I also, if I'm being completely honest, I think, because I've been watching a lot of the content that has come out about streamer university and some of the professors, like the big streamers lectures, and I agree with that. I'm like, if you're like, there's something that Ludwig said that I very much believe in, is that if you don't care to understand the craft that you're trying to craft, like if you don't care to watch other streamers or to see, like, do any sort of research or understand or even enjoy streaming, what is the point? Like, yeah, if you're making a lot of money, I can understand. Like, if you're making a lot of money from it, but if you're, you know, like, this is what I mean, is that I know some people back then who had been streaming for like 3 years and still to this day are just like, you know, I just do it to see if I get big one day. And I'm like, okay, but do you, like, this is where I'm getting at, like, do you have any interest at all in creating? Like, anything at all? It could be something as simple as like jokes, or doing let's plays and having commentary, talking about voice acting, talking about computers, I don't know, things that you're interested in, like the environment or space, or, you know, your interest in horror, your disgust of horror, the career path that you went into or the lack thereof. Why did you choose VTubing as a means of doing the things that you do? You know, or like, there's no substance to them at all, which eventually, you know, like, I've always had issues with some of the people who I've interacted with, and why I decided to part ways or to not really talk to them anymore. And a lot of it boils down to just, I got tired of like listening to them, if that makes sense. Not in a, like, a bad way, just like in a, I got tired of listening to someone who just didn't give a shit. Like, people who would cry to me saying that they had no community at all, when I'm like, brother, why are you talking to me? In a sense of just, like, these are people who have bigger audiences than me, at least back then. Or like to me, it felt like, this is how I see it, right? Is you can have a community with just 1 or 2 people, even just like one regular, right? No matter the size of the amount of following I had or the interaction I had with you guys, I always refer to you guys as a complete whole, and not as though because there's not a lot of you or anything like that, whether it be like there's like 1 of you here or 2 of you here, or like, you know, 15 during community nights or whatever crap. None of that matters, because I refer to you guys as, you know, my community, as my little freaky frogs. But a lot, or not necessarily a lot, but there's like a chunk of streamers who just don't see it like that. I'm like, yeah, if I was a part of your community, you said you had no community, I feel some sort of way, I probably would stop watching you. You know, it's as simple as that. Where I'm like, oh damn, okay, well, I guess I should head out. You know, is kind of how I would see it, right? Yeah, because I think it's just, I think as I continue to be in this space, the more kind of, I'll explain this, the less kind I am, if that makes sense. And that's not as to like anyone who's starting out, it's just like people who have been doing this as long as I have, right? Where, you know, everyone has their own choices, everyone does their own thing, and, you know, it just depends on how much you want to sink into this. Like, right now I'm really fucking tired, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, I want to go to bed. I'm gonna be so real with you, I want to go to bed, but I wanted to stream so I can actually see you guys, because I don't necessarily have the capacity to. I try to do my usual interactions even though I'm not at 100%. because it's something that I enjoy doing. You know, it's not necessarily an obligation, but that's a thing. It's discipline. And this is what I've learned, you know, way far back when I used to do medical shit, basically, is that, you know, relying on motivation is one of the dumbest things you could do. I'm gonna be so fucking honest with you. It's one of the dumbest things you can do. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be so pissed off. You're gonna be so frustrated. You're going to feel all these negative emotions, but you still gotta do it. Like, yeah, I hated, like, when I was in Japan, I really fucking hated studying at times, because it felt as though no matter what I did, I could never learn the material. Yeah, I was pissed off. I was mad. But did I still study? Yes. Did I feel like it wasn't doing anything? Yeah. But you know, we had a Japanese VTuber come in, and I was still able to remember a few words. So I get, like, there was something that came from it, you know? You know? Like, you know, even not studying for however many years after that experience, I'm still able to read hiragana. Was the experience a pleasant one? Not really, I'm gonna be honest with you. It made me understand that I never want to study in Japan again. But that's something that I needed to go through, you know? And it's also something that I needed to understand the amount of effort that needs to be put in, if that makes sense. Welcome to streaming on empty. Half the time I pass out when enjoying late night streams. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like this used to be my usual, but because, well, this is another thing. It's just that, you know, it depends on how much work you want to put in. Like, you know, if you really want to do this, if you really want to interact with people, then you kind of have to put in the work. It's not gonna come to you easily. Just like, you know, cutting up your content and reposting it, choosing which games to play, choosing what art to do, reaping what you sow, things like that, right? And there's no perfect balance to it. There's never going to be a perfect balance, you know? Like for me, I live with the choices every single day of me not putting as much effort into studying because I want to edit my videos. I want to, you know, have free time at the end of the day. I can't necessarily do everything, and unfortunately studies, I hate studying. I fucking hate doing art studies, you know, but they're very helpful in learning art. So it's just, you know, the results of what I've chosen. So that's my struggle to deal with, right? And when it comes to creation in anything, I don't fault the way that a lot of the professors approach teaching in general during Streamer University. Like being like, yeah, honestly, half of you guys are going to fail. Because a lot of the people who I started out streaming with, who were around, like we started around the same time, we've been interacting at the same time, a lot of them don't stream anymore. A lot of the people who I watched 3 years ago don't stream anymore. And everyone has their own story, they have their own struggles, you know. Some people absolutely cannot stream anymore. And it's very, very unfortunate because it was something that they truly enjoyed in life, right? But because, you know, life is life, things get in the way and you can't do it anymore. Other people stream maybe once a week, you know, perfectly fine, all good. Some of my what do you call it, some of my friends are also outsourcing. They're looking for editors, they're looking for thumbnail artists, they're, you know, looking for people to help them because they're like, yeah, there's no way, like I don't want to do this shit, so I have the budget, I'm gonna hire someone to do it for me. And I'm like, damn, let's go. Go for it, bro, go for it. Also, hi. Welcome in, Dark Rat. Like the last, I want to say the last like past 8 months, I want to say around 8 months, I've kind of met a whole bunch of people, right? And and it was intentional. I wanted to meet more people and I wanted to interact with more people. But as I've met people and interacted with them, I've kind of just understood that, like, yeah, I just, some of the stuff that's said to me in private, I couldn't understand why was said to me for a long time. Where I'm like, damn, why you mean like that? I'm like, damn, why'd you say that to me, bro? But I kind of understand it now as to like kind of where their headspace is. Where if someone sees you doing something different, or if someone sees you like being honest and trying to work hard at something and being very like, yeah, this is what I'm doing, yeah, it's hard, or, you know, just talking about it, not even trying to encourage anyone else. Like I've made the executive decision, and I was gonna mention this later, but I made the executive decision that I'm no longer sharing my artwork with other people in private, because I have experienced so many times, like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, so many times of people who I interacted with quite a bit, like actual friends of mine, who constantly just nitpick my work, where like I wasn't even asking for a critique, drawing over it or saying some sort of dumb comment or like some bullshit, dude. And I'm like, why? Bro, like I understand. I'm not a, to me, I still have limitations in the things that I can do, and I'm still working on them. Like I never claimed to be a professional artist, but the way that some people have treated me, I'm like, yeah, I'm never showing in private, I'm never showing my work to anyone, because it's just not one person, it's like multiple people. I'm like, what did I do, bro? But as I'm kind of understanding myself as a person and understanding what I share and what I talk about, I think people say these sort of things to me, or kind of try to make me feel bad for doing what I do, because how do I explain this? Like, it's probably something that they want to do, not necessarily exactly what I'm doing, but it's something that they want to do, and they're misplacing their emotions. Like, oh, I want to be able to upload to YouTube. Oh, I want to be able to multi-stream. Oh, I want to be able to have community nights. There's nothing stopping you. What bro? Like, there's literally nothing stopping you, bro. You can do those things. Like, it's not locked behind a follower account. It's not locked behind a content amount. Like, if you stream one day out of the week, you can turn that into a YouTube video. Like, yeah, it's not gonna be the same amount of output as anyone who knows the game, who has multiple editors, who streams multiple times a week, but it's a start. And managing expectations, yeah, that's the thing that we all have to do, regardless if you're a streamer or not. It's just kind of what you do in general. When you apply for a job, you need to manage your expectations. When you have a friendship with someone or any close of personal relationship with someone, yeah, you need to manage your expectations. Maybe that person doesn't fuck with you like that. Maybe that person doesn't like you like that, right? Getting into universities, getting into anything that requires an application, right? Doing that without being asked is just being an asshole, really. Yeah. And I think for many artists, a lot of them deal with that. Also, welcome in, Natasha. I can't help but share my work, but I'm my own worst critic. So no one can ever make me feel a certain way about my own trash. Oh my god, Masa. That's a thing too, right? Is where, for me, I always love all the works that I do, right? And this is my general aspect and thought process on it, right? Is there are many times that I've drawn something and been like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Like 3 months later, right? But I want to have a more positive relationship with art, and that's just for me, right? Because I used to be very, very, very toxic about the things that I created. So I try to be more gentle with myself. And so sharing my work, especially when it's like, because this is what I mean, most of the work that I share with other people is like works in progress, concepts, or, you know, like I will be honest whenever someone asks me what I'm doing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm working on this. I'm like, oh, can I see? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And then the critiques come in, right? Where I'm like, or, oh, you should do this. You should change your concept and do this. Actually, you should do this. No, you should do this. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I didn't ask for all this, bro. What the helly? What the helly? So it's very jarring, and it's a lot of like a lot of mixed emotions, I feel like. Oh, welcome in, Madeline. Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, that's what I feel about it, right? You know, I think it's one thing hearing criticisms of your work when it's like there's always gonna be some random person on the internet being a weirdo or being an asshole. There's always going to be a person, because like for example, I was watching this guy talk about how his house, he rents out properties, right? And one of his properties was completely trashed by a tenant, and he does these videos where he does like what do you call it, videos about places in Japan that are selling their homes for like $0, and the reason for that is because it comes with like a catch where it's like it has farmland, so you need to do a lot of renovations on the house and the land itself, understand farming, understand all the documents and costs that come up with having a farm, and all of those things, right? So that's going to cost you a lot of money to be able to do those things. Makes sense why the things like free, you know. It's kind of like, I don't want to deal with all this bullshit, so I want someone to come in and deal with the bullshit. And one of the commenters that was like, you know, near the top was like, oh, you know, anyways, are you gonna sell this for like $0? Like completely not even caring that bro lost a lot of money on this. And you know, to me it doesn't matter if bro's a landlord. I don't care about that. It's like, this is something that you own and you put a lot of thought and you put a lot of effort into, and you trusted it to another person in order to, you know, live there and stay there, and you tried to be understanding of their situation, and all of that was for nothing because your property is filled with animal feces and is going to cost a lot for repairs. So, you know, like something that's like, oh damn dude, that's fucking sucks. A lot of people in the comments are like, you know, dogging on him just because he's a landlord. I'm like, oh damn. oh they're pretty much saying that they're the worst critics you ever shared your art with. I guess it's more of a sense of like, no one asked, like no one, like I did not, like bro, I was just chilling. I was just hanging out. Because I think it's very different. Because like a couple of my friends ask if they can give like advice or like, you know, critiques or whatever, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Like if you ask, that's perfectly fine. And then like you know, wait for me to like consent to it, right? Wait, did you say that dude was a landlord? Yeah, he's a landlord in Japan. So his property was completely like messed up. Yeah, I don't see anyone critiquing my work like that, but to be fair, I don't know many artists, lol. Yeah, yeah, it's either like, I don't know, like sometimes I think it's like beginner artists who don't understand that, like, you know, you should not do that. But it's also, I get this from like people who have like, you know, people who do this who have been like doing art for like 8+ years, right? I'm like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Let's see. If you shared your art with others and you asked them what they think of it, it sounds like they didn't ask you. Then it sounded like they didn't ask first. You just wanted to give them their critique on your work. No, like, also, it's just a tangent with a landlord. It's an example. But what I'm getting at, right, is that I had shared my artwork with someone because they asked, what are you working on? Okay, you know, like, oh, I'm working on, you know, thumbnail art. Oh, can I see? Okay, here you go. And then instantly adding critiques and suggestions, or not even suggestions. It was more like, you should do this, like a demand. It felt like. Yeah, but those people I'm not really friends with anymore, or at least like don't talk to as often anymore. So I feel like at that point, I think it's more of like you're probably on your own journey in a sense. The only beginners I've dabbled with were ones who just expect instant results. Oh, yeah, that is also fair. That is also fair. Like, art is pretty much one of the hobbies or passions or whatever that you're not gonna see results unless you put some mileage on it. Like something. Whether it be doing exercises that is like you feeling more confident in line art or line weight, or even like sketching in general, like it takes time. And I think a lot of beginner artists don't really understand that. Like brand new, like started drawing yesterday, started drawing like a week ago, right? I think like especially since it's something that's so like you can just see it, you can see someone's skill level in the sense whenever they do a piece or their construction of a piece. I don't think some stranger should critique your work unless they're an art critic at a local art competition. Yeah, like there's always going to be a time and place for it, right? And this comes for like, you know, yeah, like, well, I don't know. Because I think when you're friends with someone, right? When you're friends with someone, I think that barrier of doing, like, how to explain this? I think when you're friends with someone, a lot of people take that as a invitation or as a kind of the regular boundaries don't apply to me, which is like obviously very problematic. Like no, that's not how it is. Yeah, no, because I think for me, right, I'm a very straightforward person when it comes to boundaries and things like that. I'm a very straightforward person when it comes to something that bothers me. Or like for example, in all the situations, I told them to fuck off. I was like, nah, dog, like, this is not what we're doing. If they're more of a person who's neurospicy, I try to be a bit nicer. Just because I know that they're dealing with a lot of other things. So it's probably like, you know, their mind has a lot of things going on. So they might not necessarily have the same thinking as me, right? But I still make that boundary. I'm like, no, this is not good. This is not cool. You know, like, back off, dog. Like, there's... No. See, people who want fast results traumatize me of talk with new artists for a while. I just deserve and pray they don't give up. Critique, even bad critique, can be good when well placed. Yeah. Friends critique your art? Not anymore. Not anymore. That's the thing. I'm like, I'm very, again, I like, regardless of how long we've been friends, I'm like, yeah, no, like, this is not, I asked for a critique. You asked to see my artwork. I showed you my artwork. Drawing over my artwork is a shitty thing to do. Or like, trying to get me to do a different concept. I'm like, if you want me to do a different concept, my VGen's right there. You can commission me. Yeah, things like that, right? So I just made the executive decision to, like, when it comes to my friends or people who are streamers or other artists or things like that, I've just decided to just never share my artwork. I'm like, yeah, you clearly, like, we've been through this multiple times with different people. So I don't think that it's very productive for me to share this when this whole group of people have just, you know, constantly nitpicked my art or like felt they needed to make a comment. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't really want to deal with that. Like, if you guys want to see the artwork, you're gonna see it on my Twitter. Like, if you genuinely care, if you genuinely are interested in the things that I create, you'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it on YouTube. You'll see it on whatever platform I post it on. Because that's just like because this is what I'm getting at too, is that when you're a creator of anything, right? Having those boundaries or an understanding when to kind of cut it off, I think is a very important skill to have. Now, does that mean that I'm never going to share my artwork with people in DMs ever again? Not necessarily, but I'm sure as hell not going to do it like for a hot minute, you know? It's like you kind of like, I'm just personally done with trying to be understanding of people who think that it's okay. And I don't care to run into more people. Yeah, exactly. They didn't care about my boundaries. 100%. 100%. And if people don't care about your boundaries, then you're more than valid in not interacting with them or making it very apparent that you dislike that. You know, as I've always said, I was like, if someone is like, how do I explain this? It is a privilege to be in your life, just how it's a privilege to be in my life. It goes both ways. And if you're not willing to understand those boundaries or to make proper apologies or to work to be a better person, then there's no point. You know? That's just how I see it personally. Only people I listen to honestly are the clients. Yeah, exactly. When it comes to clients, it's different. Their word is absolute, though. I push back if I think their changes are trash. Yeah. I mean, it depends. Everyone handles their clients differently. I know for me, I want to make sure that people walk away with something that they're happy with. And my clientele is mainly like friends of friends or friends in general. So I haven't run into many issues. About their, just like how some guys don't seem to care about their girlfriend's boundaries because they want to have their way or be closer to them. Yeah, I mean, it's very much a problem in many relationships. I feel like is people just understanding boundaries and when to stop, right? Like knowing to, yeah, just knowing when to stop or to, you know, take a step back and not continuously do it. And I think these sort of altercations happen a lot online, I feel like especially online. Because I've had people like just not understand those boundaries with me. And you know, I try to be nice about it. I try to be like very, you know, like, you know, just a reminder, don't do this and things like that. But you know, it comes to a point where you just gotta be like very straightforward with them and say fuck off. Look, your ideas suck. Oh no, buyer. I'm an antagonist to my clients. Oh my god. Yeah, you know. So yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting people that you end up meeting online at this point. Some very good, obviously, some very good. Not everything's bad, but sometimes it leaves you scratching your head. Yeah, I mean, it really sucks, but taking time to, you know, I guess I don't know. It depends on how you end things, right? Whether it be like the ending of a friendship or like a relationship or even just distancing yourself for a bit. I think deciding on that and then kind of figuring out where you want to go from there and being kind and gentle with yourself, I think goes a long way. Because obviously I have quite a few people who have been very kind to me and, you know, have supported me constantly in their own ways and, you know, things that I don't necessarily mention all that much on stream. Which is very good to have those people in your life. Uh, mm. I don't know so much about women or like men who cares about boundaries more, but I think it's, you know, obviously important for both groups or anyone in general. I think when it comes down to it, depends on like who you meet and stuff like that, right? But it also comes down to who's more communicative. Like I've had some friends who like, bro, I don't know how they expect to survive. Like people who, how to explain this? Like I've had some friendships where it was placed on me to understand when I've upset them. Where I was like, dog, I don't. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to determine when there's no change whatsoever? How am I supposed to understand you if you're not willing to like talk about issues or your problems or altercations with me? Which I know like is a, you know, big topic in general with like people in general, because everyone has grown up a different way or from different cultures or, you know, have their own stories and so they can do whatever they want to you or to say to you. That makes sense. Not good. It's not good. And I don't have the capacity anymore to really have that in me to teach or kind of make exceptions. I think everyone eventually gets to that point a bit. Again, I guess I can't really say that because I think it's very general. Like I know some people who are very like extremely kind. Oh, these legs are way too long. Man. Yeah, I might be a bit too tired for this. Alright, let's see. We did this. We're gonna do full body. What was the requirements that we spun again? Colored gradient, okay. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, it's like 2:30, alright, I bet. Ooh. Alright, let's see. I bet, okay. Alright, I am a bit too tired. Oh my god! Oh my god! I went to go see who was streaming, and so I clicked on Jinhee's stream. Oh my god, I cannot! Jinhee! Jinhee! Why is there, oh my god, why is there a stinky feet emoji, bro? Bro! Jinhee's crazy. I fucking adore her. She's so funny. She makes some of the craziest like VTuber emotes and assets that I've seen. Every time I like interact with her, I feel like there's something like she just does so many stuff that's out of pocket. It's so good. Very creative, very creative. And honestly, like W. But alright, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and raid out, guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me and having honestly very nice conversations. I will be back probably... I'll be back Friday. Yeah, I'll be back on Friday to do more like art fight attacks. Because I realized I really butchered this leg, guys. I really I gotta study more anatomy real quick. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me go grab Jinhee's username so I can send over Twitch. Random thought, it will draw some Ray art when I'm free. Oh my god, W, let's go. Good night, bye bye. Yeah, have a good one, guys. Have a good rest, sleep well. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Oh, actually, this is kind of awkward. Let me send my Twitch chat real first. There you go. And then I need the raid messages. Butchering is part of the process. Real. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a good night. Sleep well. And if you're on the other side of the world, have a good day. Have a good day. Yeah, you guys have fun with Jinhee on on the purple app. Have fun with Jinhee. And nice to see you guys in the next one. Until next time. Bye bye. That's me eating your hands. So I can absorb your art powers.
7 tries, every night's a gamble. Even when I turn off all the lights, all I see are puzzles. Yeah, I'd rather be